What is it that you like so much about Landen Thomas?
Landon's game. I've been watching him since he was a freshman in high school, basically, and he's a unique player at the position because he can go out and flex out on the perimeter and really plays like a receiver. I mean, he's got excellent hips and can bend and get in and out of breaks and great ball skills and can run. So he functions at a high level as a pass catcher. But his ability, I think, what separates him from a lot of guys is he'll put his hand in the dirt. And I'll never forget watching him when he was a sophomore early in the season against Valdosta. A great program, and just coming off the ball and striking people and playing physical, which just not a lot of tight ends now really have that combination. So those are the things I'm excited about getting to coach and help him. He's comes from a great program, so he's been developed. Coach Calhoun, those guys do a great job in developing players. He's played against high-level competition, so he's as developed as you can get to this point. But I'm excited about helping him build on what he's done and getting him in there with Coach Storms and the group and developing him physically. I think he's still as good as he is. I think has a high ceiling and a lot of room for improvement. So really excited about him.
The 4-year journey with him committing here, decommitting, going somewhere else, and coming back here. Just what was that like, staying the course with him, seeing how he evolved as a young man as he went from a freshman to a senior?
Yeah, the cool thing is, he really never has changed. He was always a humble kid. When he was younger, and as the recruiting picked up, and literally every school in the country offered him, there as he progressed through high school and got older. But he just hasn't changed. He's still a humble kid. He's still a guy that he's not worried about touches. He likes to block as much as he likes to catch, and that humility that he brings is I think what helps separate him, and I think what'll help him continue to develop and grow. And I credit his family, man. I've gotten to know his family over the last 3 years, really, and just you talk about exceptional people, and you can see why he's the way he is when you're around his family. He's got a great family, and like I said, great coaching. All the way back to freshman year and beyond. So, just a lot of things that give him a chance to be a great player.
You referenced the great coaching he's had coming up. Is he a guy that can kind of come in, plug and play, at least compete to play as a true freshman with spring?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he'll give himself a chance to play. Just he's a 6'4" kid who's already 235 pounds, so it's not like he's 215 and he's got to add a bunch of weight. He's already there at that 235 mark. Coach Storms, in that group shows, those guys come in quickly and add weight and get stronger in that first semester and through the summer. But yeah, the coaching he's received over the last 4 years, the development, playing against high-level competition in the state of Georgia. I'm from Texas, where I think high school football is as good as it gets, but my exposure to the state of Georgia and football there in high school, I'm so impressed. I think it's every bit as good in Georgia, and so he's been coached at a high level. He's played against great competition, so all those things give you a chance as a freshman. If you don't play against competition, it's hard because the jump is it's just so great. It's hard to adjust to it, to what you're seeing, but he's done that. Like I said, he's technically he's sounded, so he'll have a really good chance to impact.
Not your position group, but two guys you were involved with were Jayden, Todd, Gibson. What is it about those South Georgia guys that you liked as you were evaluating them and getting to know them?
Yeah, I mean, BJ is a similar guy, a really tough guy. I found out about him early when he was young, and Coach Stowe does a great job over there, and he's helped him grow a lot. BJ's explosive, but same mentality, tough guy. South Georgia kids, there's a level of commitment in those areas to football that if you're not willing to give it, then you won't make it. So we already know, and and we have a demanding program. So the fact that they've been through those type of programs and have been strained and pushed like that, lets us know they have a better chance to be successful here. And Jayden, he's a little different. I walked in his school about this time last year, and they brought him out. I didn't even know about him because he had been playing baseball and he wasn't a well-known guy. But they said, hey, we want you to look at an old lineman, and I'm thinking they're going to bring out a little short guy or whatever. And this guy walks in the door and he's massive, and same thing though, humble kid, great family. BJ's family is great. All those families, man, from Landon's family to BJ to Jayden, like top of the line people, so supportive of their kids. And so when you see what they come from and the communities they grow up in, it gives you a good feeling about their opportunities to be successful. And I love recruiting South Georgia. I love the people. I love Florida too. I love the high schools here and the coaches, but I'm in Georgia more just because it's my area, and there's some great players, great programs.